Hello, today we are playing the Zoom game. Do you know what Zoom is? It's a sound. It's the sound of a car or a motorcycle or an airplane. Do you think it's going slow or very, very fast? It's the sound of something going very fast. So when you hear the magic word, you have to say Zoom. And what is the magic word that makes you say zoom? Photo. Do you know what a photo is? It's a picture. It's not a picture you draw, it's a picture you take with a camera. And photo is the short way to say photograph. And what do we call this? Photography. And what do we call a person who takes photographs? A person who takes photos? Photographer. Say it again. Photo, photography, photographer.
Before we do the Zoom game, we have to review one word that you will see in the reading and hear in the listening. Adventure. This was a type of movie. Do you remember? Let's go back to Everyone Speak. Do you remember the 6 kinds of movie? One of them was adventure, but we called it action adventure. Remember, the action is what happens. The fighting, the driving really fast, the jumping. But the adventure was going somewhere. So, the person we're going to listen about and read about goes lots of places for her work. She's a photographer, and she goes all over the world, our world, to take photos. Does that sound like an adventure to you? Let's see.
Wonderful work. Annie Griffiths is a photographer. It's a wonderful job. It's exciting and it's different every day. Annie travels all over the world for her work. She takes photographs of people, places, and animals. She takes photographs of people at work and people having fun. She takes photos of cute animals and photos of scary animals. She likes to take photos of places at night and in the morning. Life is an adventure for a photographer. Annie loves her job because she's always learning new things. Annie wants all her photos to tell a story. She wants people to think about them. It's time for activity 2, read, choose, and write. We see the answers are animals, board, flowers, learning, photographer, story, and vet. That's 7 answers, but only 4 questions. Number 1 should be easy. Annie is a blank. I think we already know the answer. But it should be even easier because Annie is a. That means there's no S. It's not animals, it's not flowers. What's the answer? Very easy. Photographer. Number 2. She takes photos of people, places, and blank. What's the answer? Look over here. She takes photos of people at work. No. She takes photos of cute animals. No. She takes photographs of people, places, and animals. So number 2 is animals. Number 3. She wants her photos to tell a blank. Come back to the story. Annie wants all her photos to tell a story. Number 3 is story. Last one, number 4. Annie loves her job because she is always blank. Come back to page 140. Annie loves her job because she's always learning new things. Number 4 is learning. Now we finished doing that. That was easy. It's time for the really easy part, the song. Remember, it's listen, read, and then sing. But we're not going to listen first. We're just going to read and then sing. Easy. What does your father do? What does your mother do? What does your brother do? What do they do? What does your father do? He's a doctor, he's a doctor, he's a doctor. Yes, he is. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a singer. I want to be a rock star. I want to be a farmer. I want to be a dentist. I want to be a chef. I want to do it all. Then the chorus. Ready? Back again. What does your father do? What does your mother do? What does your brother do? What do they do? What does your mother do? She's a singer. She's a singer. She's a singer. Yes, she is. Time for the chorus. What does your father do? What does your mother do? What does your brother do? What do they do? What does your brother do? He's a teacher. He's a teacher. He's a teacher. Yes, he is. What do you like to do? What do you want to be? What do you want to be? Please tell me. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a singer. I want to be a rock star. I want to be a farmer. I want to be a dentist. I want to be a chef. I want to do it all. One more chorus. What does your father do? What does your mother do? What does your brother do? What do they do? Finished. Now it's time to listen and sing.
Listen, read, and sing. Work.
What does your father do? What does your mother do? What does your brother do? What do they do? What does your father do? He's a doctor. He's a doctor. He's a doctor. Yes, he is. I wanna be a doctor. I wanna be a singer. I wanna be a rock star. I wanna be a farmer. I wanna be a dentist. I wanna be a chef. I wanna do it all. What does your father do? What does your mother do? What does your brother do? What do they do? What does your mother do? She's a singer. She's a singer. She's a singer. Yes, she is. What does your father do? What does your mother do? What does your brother do? What do they do? What does your brother do? He's a teacher. He's a teacher. He's a teacher. Yes, he is. What do you like to do? What do you want to be? What do you want to be? Please tell me. I wanna be a doctor. I wanna be a singer. I wanna be a rock star. I wanna be a farmer. I wanna be a dentist. I wanna be a chef. I wanna do it all. What does your father do? What does your mother do? What does your brother do? What do they do? What does your father do? What does your mother do? What does your brother do? What do they do?
Let's do a little review of these words because they look the same and they sound a little bit the same.
But pay attention to the letter O because it changes sometimes. Sometimes it's a long O, O. Sometimes it's a soft O, ah, or Ready? First word, photo. Photo. Both O's are long. Very easy. Second word, photograph. Photograph. Again, both of the O's are long. Now it's going to change a little. In the third word, photography. It's photography. We don't have any more long O's. Do not say photography. That's very bad. Don't say it. Say it one more time the correct way. Photography. And the last one, photographer. Again, we don't have the long O. Now, I think you understand these words, but let's just make sure we understand. All of them are nouns. Photos are nouns. You can touch them. Photographs, same thing. Photography, it's the same thing as photographs, but how is it different? You can count photos, you can count photographs, you cannot count photography. So, it's just the uncountable way to say it. That's it. And of course, photographers, those are people, you can count people. Pretty easy? I think you understand. Now look at the picture on page 140. Okay, don't look at the picture because he's not wearing any clothes, okay? Look at the bottom of the picture. There's a line, and you see different times on the line. So what do you think we call this? Yes, you're very smart. It's called a timeline. Now, we don't care about all the different times on the line. Look at the first one. It says 1814, first photograph. That means the first photograph was taken from a camera in the year 1814. What year is it today? 2021. That means the first photograph is more than 200 years old. You think your grandparents are old? Photography is 207 years old. Now look at the green circle. It says weird but true. The first photo of a person is from Paris in 1838. If you don't know Paris, it's in France. You know French fries. So the first photo of a person was in 1838, but the first photograph was in 1814. That means for 24 years, we were taking pictures of things, but not people. Why do you think that is? Why are we taking pictures of flowers, mountains, maybe a house, but not taking pictures of people? It's because a long time ago, you did not take a picture so easily. It took 10 minutes to take a picture. Do you want to look at a camera for 10 minutes? Probably not.
It is now time for Everyone Speak. We are doing 2 pages today, page 50 and page 51. Of course, we are starting with page 50. Please look. It says, a city I want to visit. And then we have a piece of paper that says, cities around the world. I think you know the first city. I hope you know the name in English. New York City. I hope everyone is saying it with me. New York City. And it says Rockefeller Center. B. The answers are at the bottom. So, B says take the NBC studio tour. I know you don't know what that is. NBC is a television station, a TV channel. And you do that at Rockefeller Center. Okay, this will be a little hard, but that's okay. I have been to New York City, so I can help you. Number 2 says Central Park. That's a park, of course. So what can you do there? The answer, C. Go for a bike ride. You go for a bike ride in the park. Number 3, Statue of Liberty. Look at the photo. Do you see the statue? A statue looks like a person or maybe an animal. But it cannot move. That is called the Statue of Liberty. And what do? F. Take a ferry to see the statue closely. Do you remember what a ferry is? We talked about it. It's a boat, but a very strong boat. You can put a car on the ferry. Next city is Singapore. Everyone knows Singapore is pretty close to Taiwan, and they have lots to do there. The first one says Jurong Bird Park. So it's a bird park. What do you think you're going to do? Is it A, explore 1,000 interactive exhibits? We don't even know what that means. But look at E, see tropical birds. I think that's what you do at the bird park. So the answer is E. Next one says Singapore Flyer. Think about the name, Flyer. Does it sound like something high in the air? I think our answer is D. Ride the tallest Ferris wheel in the world. Do you know what a Ferris wheel is? Taipei has a pretty big Ferris wheel. Before we can do the next page, we have to learn a few vocabulary words. First, we're still talking about movies. Do you remember DreamWorks, Disney, Pixar? Where are those movies made? They're made in a studio, a movie studio. And where are the studios? Well, most of the movies you see from America come from a place called Hollywood. You probably know Hollywood. It's in a city called Los Angeles. Los Angeles is in a place called California. I know that's a lot of names. It's okay. Just remember Hollywood, Los Angeles. And one of the places that makes movies is called Universal Studios. They make lots of movies you have seen, and some of them are animation movies. Now, do you remember people who are in the movies? They act. They're not really dying or fighting or angry or in love. They're just acting. They're called actors. And some actors everybody loves. What do we call them? The best. We call them celebrities. If you go to Hollywood, you might like to see a celebrity. Maybe you can see Iron Man there, but not the character, just the actor. He is a celebrity. Page 51. This will be a little harder. We're going to listen and then fill in the blanks. Now, so you can listen, we have to make the camera go dark. Ready? Hi, I'm Kelly. I want to visit Los Angeles, California. I want to go to the Universal Studios theme park. I want to go on the fun rides and take pictures with movie characters there. I also want to go to Hollywood. I hope to meet famous celebrities there. There are other exciting things to do in Los Angeles too. I want to go to Venice Beach and learn to surf. I really hope to visit Los Angeles someday. We finished the listening part. Now you need to write the answers. This will be very easy. There are 5 answers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 blanks. Number 1. Hi, I'm Kelly. I want to visit Los Angeles. Please write Los Angeles. California. I want to go to the Universal Studios theme park. I want to go on the fun rides and take pictures with movie characters there. I also want to go to Hollywood. I hope to meet famous celebrities there. There are other exciting things to do in Los Angeles too. I want to go to Venice Beach and learn to surf. I really hope to visit Los Angeles someday. It's time for a little review of both books. Not the pages we did today, but the most important pages that we've done already. So that will be the vocabulary from Our World and the pages from the oral tests in Everyone Speak. You know the parts you need to recite. Let's start with Our World. A farmer. A farmer works very hard. A bus driver. My uncle is a bus driver. An office worker. She is an office worker. A doctor. A doctor helps people. A firefighter. A firefighter is brave. A vet. A vet helps animals. And remember the long way to say a vet. A veterinarian. A police officer. My aunt is a police officer. A dentist. My tooth hurts. I need to go see a dentist. A nurse. A nurse helps you when you go to the hospital. A singer. He is a singer. A scientist. A scientist is very smart. And did I forget one? Yes. A chef. He is a chef. A chef is a cook. Now let's review page 29, my favorite holiday. I don't have the answers in my book, so let's see if you remember. I'd like to tell you about my favorite holiday. It's Tomb Sweeping Day. It's in early April. I spend tomb sweeping with family members. We do spring cleaning. We eat rice dumplings. I like tomb sweeping because I can spend time with loved ones. And page 45, my favorite character. My favorite character is the Genie of the Lamp. He's in a film called Aladdin. He's a genie. He's blue and has a beard. He's extremely funny. He can do magic. I like Genie because he saves the day. When you hear this song, you know class is over, but you do have to sing along. You can sing along quietly and just read the lyrics, or you can sing loudly, but not if your parents are sleeping, or even if anyone in your house is sleeping. Just try to sing well. Ready?
This is our world. Everybody's got a song to sing. Each boy and girl. This is our world. I say our, you say world. Our world. Our world. I say boy, you say girl. Boy. Girl. Boy. Girl. I say everybody move. When I say everybody stop. Everybody stop. This is our world. Everybody's got a song to sing. Each boy and girl. This is our world.
End of CDB.
And that is the end of our YouTube class also. Goodbye.